In this video, we're going to show you how to replace an engine coolant temp sensor on your Dodge Durango. This is going to be located on the front of the motor. Let's get started. Lift straight up on the engine cover and remove it. Using an 8mm socket, we're going to loosen the clamps for the intake. We have one bolt. Go ahead and remove that. Pull the intake off of the air box and then straight off. We have one connector right here. There's a button on top we have to push and pull straight back and remove it. There's your button. Remove the intake. Pull back on the safety lock and then push down right here with your thumb. That's going to be your tab. Pull straight back. That's the tab we're pushing on right there. Using a 19mm socket, we're going to remove the engine coolant temp sensor. When you remove this sensor, it's going to be best to have the new one right next to you. When we take this out, there is going to be a little bit of coolant that starts to come out, just because this plug is lower than the top of our hose. When I take this sensor out, I'm going to put my finger over the hole to try and stop any of the coolant coming out, and then we'll get ready to replace the new one, and we'll have it right next to us. Remove the engine coolant temp sensor. Be sure you have a bit of thread locker on your sensor to seal the threads when we put it in. I'm going to quickly remove my thumb and install the sensor. Torque the sensor to 8 foot-pounds. If you can't get a torque wrench on it, do the best you can. I'm going to use a clean rag and some brake parts cleaner. Spray my rag and clean up the area. Install the connector onto the sensor. Push until you hear a click. If you don't, give it a push. Make sure it's locked on. Lock down that safety tab. Install the intake. Get it started on the air box first, and then the throttle body. Install the connector. Push until you hear a click. If you don't, give it a pull. Make sure it's locked on. Install the bolt for the intake assembly. Snug the bolt down. Snug the clamps down. Do the same thing on the outside. Install the engine cover into place. Push it down and it'll drop into its grommets. Here in the front right of the vehicle, we have our coolant overfill. And we're going to top this coolant off as needed for what we lost while we were replacing the sensor. Top off as needed and close that reservoir and you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.